Number 1, Bergan. Number 2, Gibbon. That's the way they've been in the C1 girls ratings all year long.
Watch Gibbon work this high-low post offense. They like to bring Juergens up on the high post, and then she looks for 2 cutters down below. See if they do it. Well, that works just as well.
Nice shot by Michelle Cush. She now has 8. And it's 26-20, make that 27-23, Gibbon by 4. Sherry Rump. Rump and Muller both playing with 3 fouls. And Rump puts it up and in. First 2 points of the second half for Sherry Rump. She now has 10 first gallon double figures in the game for either team. And Gibbon turns it over. Bergan's press causing the turnover, and so Bergan will have the ball, trailing by 2, a chance to tie it up again. As I have it, this game has been tied 3 times earlier.
Bergan has never led either.
Julie Schmidt in the game for Bergan now, the 5'3" junior. Anderson is out, and Moore back out of the game. Rump, nothing but net. 12 points for Rump, and it's tied again, 27-27. 2:17 to go here in period number 3.
There's that high-low post.
And it works for Michelle Cush. She now has double figures and 10 points, 29-27. Gibbon back up by 2 with 2 minutes.
Whenever
2 minutes to go third quarter. It'll be out of bounds off Bergan, and Gibbon will get the ball.
Whenever you get the ball at the high post, you're supposed to look to the low post for cutters, because a lot of time that's open, and if they're not, then a lot of times you have a 12, 15-foot jump shot there. Good offense to run.
Gibbon breaks the press this time. 1:40 to go, third quarter. Gibbon with the ball on the lead by 2. Boy, this one has all the earmarks of one that's going to go down to the wire. And the basket will count for Michelle Cush. She was fouled. Michelle Cush now with 12 points, and she'll go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Basket is good. The foul called on Kate Wewell. That's her third. And Cush at the line. The transfer from Grant, as you see her putting it up and in. And she does likewise with the free throw. 13 points for Cush, and it's 32-27. Gibbon now by 5. Gibbon's biggest lead right at the start of the game was 7 points when they went up 9-2. 1:20 to go, third quarter. Amy Schmidt misses, and Ginger Keller gets the rebound. Schmidt almost stole it away. Now here comes Gibbon. Open is Cush. And the rebound to Muller.
Good defense by Sarah that time. She didn't get too aggressive. Got a hand in the face, and then good block out to get the board.
Very rough. Follow shot is in.
That's just a good athlete right there.
Follows in her own shot. She now has 14, and it's 32-29. Gibbon by 3. There's Cush, blocked by Muller, but a foul on Muller, and that's her 4th foul. 4th foul on Sarah Muller. With 37 seconds to go in the third period, Coach Witkevich is going to keep Muller in the game, it looks like.
Well, watch it again. She just can't swat at the ball. That's what she did right there. She would have just kept her arm up. She would have been fine and had good defensive position. But instead, she went for the block, and so many times when you do that, the officials will call it.
Cush at the line. She'll be getting 2 shots. .37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sarah Muller stays in the game with 4 fouls. And remember, Sherry Rump also has 3, the other standout on the Bergan team. Cush missed them both. Muller with the rebound. And here comes Bergan. Down by 3 points. Wewell to Sherry Rump. Looking for Muller. Cross court it goes. Shudak back out front to Rump. They'll play for the last shot here, perhaps. 15 seconds. No, Rump will put it up and in. 32-31. 9 seconds to go, third quarter. Stolen away with 4 seconds. 3, 2. A foul is called at the buzzer. A foul called at the buzzer. And Cindy Shudak will go to the free throw line for 2 shots here and a chance to put Bergan in the lead for the first time in the game. Take another look at that one as it happened just before the buzzer went off, as she was trying to block her there, but called for the foul. And so with no time on the clock and nobody at the free throw lane, it will be Shudak at the line. It's tied, 32-32. First point of the second half for Shudak. That foul was called on Juergens, her third personal. And Bergan has the lead. That's the end of the third quarter in the Class C1 Girls State Championship. Your score from the Bob Devaney Sports Center, Fremont Bergan 33, Gibbon 32.
Next time on Great Performances.
Somebody loves me.
Fall in love all over again with the music of George Gershwin.
How I love you, how I love you, my dear old Smarty.
From Tin Pan Alley to the bright lights of Broadway, celebrating Gershwin, the jazz age.
Join us Wednesday, March 9th at 9:30.
She was the golden goddess of the silver screen.
Isn't it delicious?
A living legend. She was also a lonely, much-married drug addict who would travel a rocky road to success and suicide. Next on Hollywood Legends, find out why Marilyn Monroe remains Hollywood's ultimate sex symbol. Marilyn Monroe, Beyond the Legend.
Join us Friday, March 11th at 10.
A big play, right? Or rather, this is Sherry Rump. She really went to town in that third quarter. Sherry now has 16 points in the game, 18 in the third quarter. And Bergan with the basketball has a 1-point lead, 33-32.
Bergan will have the basketball also to start the fourth and final quarter. Rump passing off to Shudak. Follow try won't go, and the rebound comes to Gibbons' Lori Olson. Olson getting it across the timeline. We're into the fourth quarter. Bergan with the first lead of the game for the Knights, 33-32. Gibbon had led the entire way to those free throws at the end of quarter number 3. Keller with the follow shot. Keller has not scored since the first quarter. He had 4 points in the first period and has not scored since. Rump will miss, and the rebound comes down to Gibbon.
Bergan going without Sarah Muller the first couple minutes here of the fourth quarter, but now Sarah is set to check back in.
Muller playing with 4 fouls. Juergens. Keller with the follow.
Ginger Keller, only a sophomore. Good positioning that time inside. Good concentration to put it off the glass and get the hoop.
I just had mentioned how Keller hadn't scored since the first quarter. Now she has 6 points for the game. And Gibbons back up, 34-33. The lead seesaw. 6:42 to go in the contest. Wewell. Rebound to Gibbon and a foul on Wewell.
Still not in the bonus, though.
It'll be just a common foul, and Gibbon will maintain possession in backcourt, facing the Bergan three-quarter court pressure. Take another look at that last foul.
That's her 4th foul, too. So both Wewell and Muller in foul trouble for the Bergan Knights.
Gibbon across the timeline. Darcy Juergen. Her team leads by 1 point, 34-33. We've not seen a single three-point attempt in this game. With all this height, both teams trying to go inside as much as they can. Shot blocked away. Good block by Cindy Shudak, but Gibbon maintains possession. 6 minutes now to go in the game. And a foul is called. Foul away from the ball.
Gibbon now in the bonus.
Second foul by 24, Cindy Shudak.
Shudak called for the foul. Her second personal, and Ginger Keller will be at the free throw line.
Ginger 2 for 4 from the line so far today, but she missed 2 front end of the one-and-one. Not this time.
Seven points for Keller. Make it 8. And there's timeout on the court. Timeout with 5:59 to go in the game, and your score in the Class C1 State Girls Championship, Gibbon 36, Fremont Bergan 33.
I'm Don Gill, Director of Development for the Nebraska ETV Network. Before we continue our championship coverage, won't you take just a moment to think about your appreciation of public television in Nebraska? You know, these great basketball finals are just part of a year-round program schedule that brings you a fantastic lineup of music, and drama, sports, news, and documentaries. Now, over 30,000 of you are now members of Nebraskans for Public Television, pledging your dollars to help provide quality programming. But you know, that's only about 1 for every 10 who watch the network regularly. What about the other 9 of you? Shouldn't you be on the NPTV support team too? Mail your check for $20 to Nebraskans for Public Television, Box 83111, Lincoln, Nebraska 68501. You'll get Choice Magazine, our program guide every month, and that great feeling that comes with supporting quality programming on the Nebraska ETV network. Join NPTV today.
Another look at Ginger Keller in action, number 50 in white for Gibbon. As she put that bucket in. And Gibbon with a three-point lead, 36-33. But Fremont Bergan has the basketball. 5:57 to go in the game. This one looking like it's going to go down to the wire. Been close all the way for the most part. Rump gets the roll.
Nice play. I'm sure that Coach Joe Witkevich designed that. They went backdoor to Sherry Rump, isolated her back there, and she got the easy hoop.
36-35, Gibbon by 1. And Gibbon with the basketball. Ginger Keller. Looking underneath, it's stolen away from Cush by Muller. Muller playing with those 4 personal fouls. 5:13 to go. Fremont Bergan trailing by 1. Rump, 2-pointer, no good, and it'll be out of bounds. It'll be Gibbon's ball. Gibbon's ball. Amy Schmidt in for Bergan. The 5'7" junior, and Barb Anderson goes back out. And there's timeout on the court. Timeout on the court. .504 to go here in the 4th quarter. Timeout with 5:04 to go in the game, and your score is Gibbon 36, Fremont Bergan 35.
Hi, I'm Peter.
I'm Noel Paul.
And I'm Mary. Please join us for our 25th anniversary special on PBS. And by the way, you can sing along all you want.
I'm going to sing along all I want.
Join us Tuesday, March 8th at 8:15.
Here's that backdoor play. Sherry Rump, she has 18 points in the game. And Bergan trails Gibbon by just one, 36-35 with 5:04 left in this contest. It's everything we expected, Dick.
Boy, it is. It really is going to go right down to it at the end. I'll tell you, it couldn't be a more classic confrontation. 1 versus 2, both unbeaten, and just a point apart here with 4:50 to go in the game. Gibbon leading 36-35. Juergens, the rebound to Muller. And here comes Bergan again. Neither team just able to break away. You can just tell that this one is really going to go down to the nub.
Bergan has only led once in the game, and they don't get the lead back now. They got 2 free throws at the end of the third quarter to go up 33-32. The Lady Knights' only lead of the ball game.
Gibbon leading 36-35. Keller. But Sherry Rump commits her 4th personal foul. Sherry Rump called for the foul, and Gibbon will be at the free throw line.
Now for Bergan, Rump has 4, Kate Wewell has 4, and Sarah Muller has 4. And the Knights do not have a long bench, so oh, in fact, they just called it on Wewell. They didn't call it on Rump, and she fouls out.
So my mistake, that foul was called on Wewell, so Rump remains in the game with 3, and Wewell has fouled out. Now, that is also going to be a bit of a blow for Bergan. Wewell, one of the top scorers and playmakers for the Knight team. Although she only had 2 points in this game, she averaged 10.5 coming into the tournament. So Wewell fouls out with 4 minutes and 1 second to go in the game, having scored the 2 points all in the first half. And in for her is Julie Schmitz, the 5'3" junior. Dawn Rayburn will go to the line. Rayburn has not scored yet here in the second half. Rebound to Rump. Rump playing with 3 fouls, and Muller with 4. Here's Muller inside. Kind of forcing it up there. Gets her own rebound. And Sarah Muller has just scored her first 2 points of the second half. She was held scoreless the third quarter, and Bergan retakes the lead, 37-36, and Rump commits her 4th foul there. No doubt about that one, as she just could not stop her momentum. She didn't see the Gibbon player behind her. And Sherry Rump now has 4 fouls, and Fremont Bergan wants timeout. Fremont Bergan, timeout taken with 3:40 to go in the game. We'll keep it right here with Bergan leading by 1 point. And this one very tight, but now 2 of the key players in the game, 2 of the key players for Bergan, Muller and Rump, both with 4 fouls. We'll take another look at that last foul right here, and you can see Rump just didn't realize that she was going to come into contact there with Lori Olson.
Yeah, Sherry got the best of that one, but the worst of it on the end of the foul. She picks up her 4th. One thing to watch for, I think, on Fremont Bergan's end, Dick, is a lot of people out there might be wondering, why isn't Bergan getting the ball inside to Muller a little bit more? She is supposedly the premier big player in the state, a scholarship player to the University of Nebraska. But one thing that Sarah really needs to work on, she doesn't get her hands up. She keeps her hands down by her hips, even when she's on the offensive end cutting through the lane. She really has to get those hands up to try to give the girls a bigger target to throw to. And then the other thing is it helps you shooting because you've already got your hands up, and you can get the shot up without getting it blocked or have trouble with that so much easier.
Well, another factor, of course, you got to realize that Gibbon has 3 6-footers inside there, and Muller is 6 foot herself, so they're collapsing in around her underneath and making it tough to get the ball inside to Muller. Probably not been very many games when Sarah has faced 3 6-footers in the same game.
Right, and 3 good defensive players, too. Larry Bleach really has his team playing good defense.
5 points now for Lori Olson, her first point of the second half. And it's tied again, 37-37. As I have it, that is the 5th tie of the game. Gibbon retakes the lead.
You like to see that too. Lori is the only senior on the Gibbon team, and she's coming through in the clutch.
6 points for Lori Olson. Bergan with the ball. Trailing by 1. 3:30 to go in the game. Rump dishes. Inside now to Muller. Muller will take it. And she gets the roll. 10 points now for Muller, and it's 39-38. Bergan by 1. Darcy Juergens. Dawn Rayburn across the timeline. Just over 3 minutes to go in the game. Inside to Juergens. And Muller with the rebound. 39-38, Bergan by 1, and Bergan has the ball. Sherry Rump working on Lori Olson. To Muller. Schmidt. And the rebound to Michelle Cush.
Good position that time by Michelle.
Cush, the only Gibbon player in double figures. She has 13 points. For Bergan, both Sherry Rump with 18 and Muller with 10 in double figures. Juergens. 10 points now for Juergens, so she hits double figures, and it's 40-39. Gibbon by 1 with 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go in the game, and it's a one-pointer. Bergan, Gibbon 40, Bergan 39. Muller with the ball. Underneath, Sherry Rump. A foul. Foul called, and Rump will go to the line for 2. Clock stopped with 1:49 to go in the game. And Rump, one of the best shooters on the Bergan team, will be at the free throw line. Here's another look at her play inside there. It's a little bit too much contact. And it's tied again. 30, make it 40-40. $19 points for Sherry Rump. Make it 20. And give Bergan the lead, 41-40. Timeout is called. Timeout is called with 1:49. We'll keep it right here. That timeout called by Bergan. Each team with a couple of timeouts left here, so we'll probably see a few more timeouts before this one is over, as there's 1:49 to go, and it's just a point lead for Fremont Bergan, 41-40.
And it's been a classic fourth quarter, Dick. The lead has changed hands 6 times now in the fourth quarter. The last 5 times the teams have traded baskets to switch the lead back and forth, so neither team able to take control.
Earlier today in the Class C2 state championship, Oxford defeated East Butler 53-45. Oxford completing an undefeated season, 22-0, handing East Butler its first loss. Oxford wins Class C2. Coming up following this game will be the Class D2 game between Bruning, 18-4, and Chambers, 21-3. And then tonight, 3 more games on tap. Class D1, Elgin, undefeated 19-0, and Wausau 24-1. The Class B final at 7 between Pius and Ord, both teams 22-2. And then the Class A championship scheduled to start at 9. Millard South 21-3 and Lincoln Southeast 18-3. Here we go. Gibbon with the ball. 1:49 to go in the game, and Gibbon trailing by a point. Bergan leading it 41-40. Here come the Lady Buffs. 10 seconds. They didn't make it. They did not make it across the timeline in the required 10 seconds, and Gibbon turns it over to Fremont Bergan. The Knights will have the ball with 1:39 to go. Rump with it. In no hurry. Let's see how much she milks the clock here. Now she'll go into the lane. Sherry Rump. Rebound to Schmidt. And it falls in there.
What a big basket by Julie Schmidt. She's the one who came off the bench to replace Kate Wewell, and that was probably the biggest basket of the game so far.
4 points for 5'7" junior Amy Schmidt. And Bergan leads it 43-40, a minute 20 to go. Gibbon breaks the press this time. Gibbon down by 3, a minute 10. Juergens. Rayburn. Keller. Keller up and in.
Ginger Keller went inside, got the position when she knew the shot was coming up. An excellent play by the 6-foot sophomore.
But Bergan still leads it by 1. 43-42. Bergan by a point with the ball. Rump. Shudak. Bergan in no hurry. Bergan has the lead by 1. Bergan with 2 timeouts left. Gibbon with 3 timeouts left. 33 seconds.
They'll keep running that offense. Let Rump just continually drive in. Now watch her pull it back out. Offense.
No, they called it on Juergens. The foul on Darcy Juergens of Gibbon. And Rump will go to the free throw line with 26 seconds for 1-1.
We'll have to take another look at that one.
Well, that's the toughest call in basketball.
It really is.
Whether it's on the offense or defensive player, and here you see it. Sherry Rump driving in.
Good
and
call.
It was a good call. Juergens was definitely in motion. She's got to be stationary, holding her position in order for the charge to be called.
Amazing thing, Bergan's still not in the bonus situation.
Oh, sorry about that. It's not the bonus yet, so it's just a common foul. Bergan maintains possession. 25 seconds to go, and now a quick foul. Quick foul on Lori Olson, and so now it'll be Julie Schmitz at the line for 1-1.
And a very smart foul. There's the girl that has been sitting on the bench most of the game. Probably more pressure on her than anyone else. So you send her to the free throw line. Good foul, I like it.
And Larry Bleach is signaling his players, if she makes this free throw, call timeout. No, they're going to call the timeout now. They're going to call the timeout now and make her think about it. So there's timeout with 24 seconds to go in the game. We'll keep it right here. And Gibbon still has 2 more timeouts left. Each team with 2 timeouts left here. And when we return, or when we resume play, I should say, it'll be Bergan at the line. Leading by 1 point. It's 43-42 right here, and Julie Schmitz, 5'3" junior, will be at the free throw line for 1-1. Boy, what big free throws those will be. And really, this 24 seconds is going to be an eternity. It doesn't sound like much, but it's going to take a while to play these last 24, I think.
Yeah, they will. And Dick, we've had a number of overtime games so far at the Sports Center. It was triple overtime when Lincoln East beat Kearney at the Sports Center on Thursday in Class A. Then it took double overtime yesterday for Pius to beat Lexington in Class B. I wouldn't be too surprised if these 2 teams might go to overtime. It would really be a fitting conclusion for it.
Boy, it really would. It just wouldn't have been right if these 2 teams didn't meet for the state championship. The way the season went with them both being undefeated and number 1 and number 2 in the Class C1 ratings all year long, or virtually all year long. And here we go. It'll be Julie Schmitz at the free throw line for 1-1 with 24 seconds to go. And Fremont Bergan leading by a point. The first point of the game for Julie Schmitz. Her first point, and Bergan takes a 44-42 lead. The all-important second one coming now. The rebound to Muller, and Muller funnels it in. Bergan 46, Gibbon 42. The Lady Buffs with just 15 seconds to go, down by 4. Larry Bleach wants timeout. And timeout now called with 9 seconds. Timeout called by Gibbon with 9 seconds to go, but Gibbon is down by 4 points. So they are going to have to score, and score in a hurry. What a big play, a clutch play by Sarah Muller. She took the game into her own hands right there.
Well, she has, I would like to see her rebounding statistics in this game. She's had a ton of them. And Sarah has been kind of quiet offensively in this game. but she sure ignited them in this fourth quarter with 6 points for 12 in the game. And those were the biggest two right there. And that's just a smart heads-up play. It'd be the type of situation where maybe she could have got that inside positioning earlier in the game. She might have a special move that she could use to get the inside position, but it's smart to wait maybe until close when you really need it at the end of the game. Use that little special move, you get the bounce, and you get an easy two, and that's what happened to Sarah on that one. And now Gibbon is in trouble, trailing by 4. One thing I really like to see, though, Larry Bleach, when he took that timeout, sometimes you'll see coaches in a frenzy, and their team will get in a frenzy. He was very calm, very relaxed. He wanted to get that timeout, and he was yelling at him to get it. But then he brought his team over, a lot of composure, and I'm sure he's got a play down now where they're going to get a shot off in maybe 3 or 4 seconds, call another timeout, and then hopefully foul or steal the ball then.
Gibbon has 1 timeout left, 9 seconds to go in the game. Inbounds it comes to Lori Olson. Bergan, now 6 seconds. A 3-point try. It's good by Lori Olson. And Gibbon calls timeout with 3 seconds. Timeout called with 3 seconds. The first 3-point shot that was even attempted in the game. And Lori Olson, the only senior on the Gibbon team, boy, she made that one go through perfectly from way out top. And she now has 9 points in the game. And it is 46-45. A 1-point game with 3 seconds to go. Now, what are they talking about in those huddles over there? Larry Bleach with his Gibbon Lady Buffs and Joe Witkevich with his Fremont Bergan Knights. Only 3 seconds left. What a clutch 3-pointer by Olson, and that's what we're talking about. That 3-pointer, it can just make such a difference at the end of games.
Oh, and how big were Julie Schmitz's free throws now in relation to that? I think what I would do, depending on who will inbound the ball, but I think what Fremont Bergan wants to do is get the ball into the hands of Sherry Rump. I would double team Sherry Rump, not cover the ball. Double team Sherry Rump, say don't let her get the ball. Whoever else gets the ball, foul them right away. And in fact, it wouldn't be bad for Gibbon maybe if Sarah Muller got it. She's 0 for 2 from the free throw line today. So looks like Muller will take it out of bounds. Nope, they're going to have Cindy Shudak take it out of bounds, and I'm sure they'll try to set a pick and get Rump open. They would like to have her get the ball. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to double team Rump.
3 seconds to go. Bergan by 1 point. With the basketball stolen away. It's stolen away, and a foul is called. A foul on Rump with 1 second. A foul on Sherry Rump with 1 second to go, and Gibbon will be at the free throw line with a chance to tie or go ahead. It'll be 1-1.
And that was the senior, Lori Olson, who got that steal. Lori Olson only averaging 4 points a game, and she's had 9 in this game already, and now gets the steal and is fouled, and Rump has fouled out. And I'll tell you one thing, Lori Olson is 4 for 4 from the free throw line in this game. She has been perfect and has a very good shooting style as well on it.
What a situation for Lori Olson. She makes the 3-pointer to bring her team within 2. Then is the one with the steal right there, number 22, and she'll go to the free throw line for the all-important 1-and-1 free throws. Oh, man, this is something.
Well, I'll tell you what that is that was nerve. Cindy Shudak inbounding the ball. She threw the ball too hard. Sherry was running towards Cindy, and Cindy threw the ball too hard, and it really just got away from Sherry. Maybe a lapse in concentration, whatever, but boy, it couldn't have been a worse turn of events for Coach Joe Witkevich and his Fremont Bergan Knights.
Boy, what a classic situation for Lori Olson. She made the 3-pointer to bring her team within 1. Now she's at the free throw line for the chance to tie it. And earn the bonus.
This is pressure.
1 second to go. It's tied. 46-46. 1 second to go, and Olson with the chance to win the game for her team probably. And now the last timeout called by Fremont Bergan. They'll try to give her a little more time to think about it.
Well, I'll tell you, Joe Witkiewicz just had the scare of his life. He called timeout to his girls. His girls called it, and then all of a sudden he said no, and he looked at his scorebook and he said, do I have any timeouts left? And she said, yes, one. And then he breathed a heavy sigh of relief. Well, that's what you call the ultimate icing, sending Lori back to the bench again. But I'll tell you, if they go to overtime, the advantage is really in the favor of Gibbon. Not only has Gibbon gotten a big lift here, but Fremont Bergan has two key players who have fouled out. Their two guards, Sherry Rump and Kate Wewell. So Gibbon really in control of its own destiny right now with the free throw. But even if it does go to overtime, you've got to feel like the Knights are at a bit of a disadvantage with two of their key players already fouled out.
Well, this game has been tied 7 times, as I have it unofficially. And Olsen at the line with the chance to probably win it here for Gibbon.
Good move by Larry Bleach not to even have his girls there. He doesn't want a foolish foul on the rebound if she does miss.
Bleach is making the sign of the cross on the bench. Gibbon takes the lead back. 1 second to go. There's the buzzer, and that's the game. Gibbon has won the Class C1 state championship 47-46. Gibbon wins the title.
I tell you, Dick, this game will go down as one of the best finishes in the history of the girls' state tournament. There have been very few finer than this. And Gibbon wins it 47-46. A heartbreaking loss for Fremont Bergan. But boy, did Gibbon ever do it when they need it. What were they down? We talked about the three-point shot. What a change it has made. And it sure did in this game.
They were down by 4 with 9 seconds to go. 9 seconds to go. Gibbon was down by 4 points. And Olsen made that three-pointer to bring them within 1. Then Olsen fouled under the basket with 1 second to go, and she makes 2 free throws to win it for Gibbon. Lori Olsen, the only senior on the team. She had 11 points in the game. And Gibbon wins the C1 state championship over Fremont Bergan 47-46. We'll be back to talk more about this game right after this timeout.
Whenever I see your smiling face, I have to smile to myself because of love.
James Taylor in concert in his first television special.
And when you give me that pretty little pout, it turns me inside out. There's something about you, baby, I don't know. Do me wrong, but do me right. And tell me the lies, but hold me tight. And save your goodbyes for the morning light. But don't let me be lonely tonight.
James Taylor in concert.
How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Don't miss it. See James Taylor in concert Monday, March 7th at 9:20. March 7th at 7.
Well, what a game, what a finish to the Class C1 State Girls Championship. Gibbon beating Fremont Bergan 47-46. Gibbon led 21-19 at the half. Bergan led by 1 at the third quarter break, 33-32. And the final is Gibbon 47, Fremont Bergan 46. For the Knights, Sherry Rump with 20 points, Sarah Muller with 12, Cindy Shudak with 5, Kate Wewell with 2, Barb Anderson with 2, Amy Schmidt with 4, and Julie Schmitz with 1. While for Gibbon, 4 gals in double figures, Michelle Cush with 13, Darcy Juergens and Ginger Keller with 10 each, Lori Olsen with 11, the big 5 points at the end of the game to give her team the victory. 3 for Dawn Rayburn, and that concludes the Gibbon scoring and accounts for their 47 points. Gibbon has won the C1 State Championship. The runner-up medals being presented out on the court, and we'll be back with more after this timeout.
Next on Nova, the Opera House in Sydney, Australia. Poor design sent costs $130 million over budget. The Hancock Tower, Boston. For years, its windows fell out. Medieval master builders constructed monuments without modern technology. What lessons do these ancient marvels hold for architects today? Engineer Robert Mark unravels the mystery of the master builders. That's next time on Nova.
Watch Nova, Tuesday night at 7 o'clock.
Hi, I'm Peter.
I'm Noel Paul.
And I'm Mary. Please join us for our 25th anniversary special on PBS. And by the way, you can sing along all you want.
I'm going to sing along all I want.
Join us Tuesday, March 8th at 8:15.
Buddy.
And now let's pick up the championship and medal presentations to the Class C1 champion Gibbon Lady Buffs.
12, Amy Bleach. You're going to get for now. 20, Chris Richardson. 24, Jane Beeson. 34, Christy Sell. 'Athena Sykes. 'Stephanie Hodge. 'Amy Reed. 11 points this afternoon, number 22, Lori Olson. With 10 points in the winning cause, number 30, Darcy Juergens. .32, Dawn Rayburn. Top scorer for Gibbon with 13, number 42, Michelle Cush. And with 10 points, number 50, Ginger Keller. Now there's
there's one piece of hardware left. The 1988 Class C1 High School Basketball Trophy. Come and get it, champs. Congratulations, Gibbon. 25-0 for the season and state champions.
So Gibbon wins the Class C1 state championship. So Gibbon wins the Class C1 state championship with a thrilling 47-46 win over Fremont Bergan. We'll be back to talk with the winning players and their head coach right after this.
Next time on Great Performances.
Somebody loves me.
Fall in love all over again with the music of George Gershwin.
How I love ya, how I love ya, my dear old Swanee.
From Tin Pan Alley to the bright lights of Broadway, celebrating Gershwin, the Jazz Age.
Join us Wednesday, March 9th at 9:30.
She was the golden goddess of the silver screen.
Isn't it delicious?
A living legend. She was also a lonely, much-married drug addict who would travel a rocky road to success and suicide. Next on Hollywood Legends, find out why Marilyn Monroe remains Hollywood's ultimate sex symbol. Marilyn Monroe, Beyond the Legend.
Join us Friday, March 11th at 10.
Hit a three-point shot, and then after Olson made the steal and was fouled with 1 second left, Laurie made both the front end and the back end of a 1-and-1 to give Gibbon a thrilling 47-46 win over Fremont Bergan. Bergan had been #1 in the state all season long, undefeated. Gibbon #2 undefeated, so Gibbon ends that season with a 25-0 record. Well, Bergan falls to 25-1. What a thrilling game. And we're still not done. That is only the second of 6 ball games that we will be bringing you today from the Girls State Championship Basketball Tournament. Coming up in about a half an hour, we will have the Bruning and Chambers Class D2 Championship game. So that one should be a good one as well. Both teams look to be very evenly matched in that one. And now standing by courtside with the winning head coach of the Gibbon team is Dick Janda. Dick, let's go over to you and Larry Bleach.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. Winning Gibbon coach Larry Bleach. Coach, congratulations. What a finish in this game.
Boy, it's a lot easier to referee. We had so much strategy that last 4 or 5 minutes. Joe would get a timeout. We took 3 timeouts, and we decided to go for the three-pointer and foul right away, and then we got fouled, and our senior, Laurie Olson, came back and hit that first shot, and he called timeout, and I said, Laurie, this is just like Hoosiers. Knock this thing down, and we're the champions. And it was just, I can't express how I feel.
Boy, it was a classic finish. What was the discussion with 9 seconds to go when you were down by 4 and you played for that three-pointer?
We decided we have one play we run all year called a triangle and 3. We've only shot 7 three-point shots all year because I don't believe in the three-point shot. And I'll be darned if the three-point shot didn't win us a state championship. So I still don't believe in it, but I'm sure happy she hit that. And I'll tell you, Laurie Olson, we have 4 great players, and Laurie Olson's a great player also. And a lot of people don't give her a lot of credit since she's our only senior, and she isn't as flashy and she isn't 6 foot tall, but she came through today, and it was a total team effort.
Let's bring it back then to the situation with 3 seconds to go when Bergan was bringing the ball inbounds. The strategy there as you inbounded and eventually did get a foul there.
Oh, we was definitely double teaming Sherry Rump. You know, that would be the smart thing to do. We had Michelle Cush, who's our fastest girl, on Mueller, and anybody else that touched the ball, we were going to foul right away. I'm a Methodist, but boy, does it feel good.
And then Laurie Olson at the free throw line. You've said it, but what a clutch effort. the only senior on your team to knock down those 2 free throws.
And she hit the first one, nothing but net, and I told him no matter what happens on the second one, we're not fouling. We'll take him to overtime. But I said, you're not Ollie, Lori, and you go knock that down and let's win a state championship. And nobody gave us any chance to win. And they said Fremont Bergan was the best team they've ever seen, and our girls just took that to heart. And I'll tell you what, it was a great, great effort.
One thing, you've got a lot of these gals back. All of your 6-footers are underclassmen. Olson, your only senior.
They're all great players, and they work hard, and we've got a great girls basketball program at Gibbon now, and I'm real happy with it, and I don't think I'll quit just to referee, so I'm going to stay with it for a while.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you a lot, Dick.
Okay, and we'll be back to talk with some of the Gibbon winning Lady Buffs after this timeout.